send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start on the ground. It's Eno Smith. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular, and hoping for more here in Week 2.
I am. I'm 1-7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
My string still in it?
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a nice spin into some open field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now, Barney. Barney.
Right back to him on 1st down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Detroit. Detroit.
On 2nd down, Barrett. They shakes it off. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Back to throw Barrett. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Barrett eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They begin with a run by Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Look at this spin.
Balance.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
A little bit.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
To throw is Barrett. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again. Barrett. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
They didn't even let me jump.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, Barrett to throw. Now he's forced out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That nigga 99 overall. He better catch that ball.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
is now to kick this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Somebody might have been talk.
Some space here. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Yep. I did that on purpose.
I turned it on for my
and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hey, we ain't out here lying. We're speaking facts.
David and Miss, he said he got his one for me. He can't stop.
Two minutes to play here
Toss,
in the
dive,
first
and play
half.
action.
Back to
That play action is like the
after
PA post shot out of on the center somewhere. Strong, tight.
They'll run it now.
I don't know, I had some problems with it.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Barrett looking to throw. Flush to his right.
Yeah, they got a good defensive line.
He's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Yeah, you traded all your offensive line.
Nah, I ain't trading out one. They just no good. I never.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Sure, we got defense line like we got
Lucky
it.
56. Lucky 56.
Right.
Set. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
He definitely can't. He swore if he had another play, his custom playbook, he'd be able to throw the ball. You need them.
The Broncos
so
on
you
third
can't find
down.
no player playing
0
that
for 3
playbook.
to this
You need to
point.
get
They
out
can
of it.
use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and
They run
18.
and then keep working, so.
Gun.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
He say he can.
He swear he one of the best in it. Let him tell.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
So what you saying? You probably heard that a lot. He's not the best. I'm gonna say it for him since they can't hear you on the screen. I'm gonna tell him what.
Now he'll throw deep left side. And he close free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice. Get ready for this one. Took the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Set. Green 39.
At some point, you're gonna have to throw the ball.
To throw again, Barrett. And he comes back with one complete.
Right.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Don't let him breathe. His foot on his neck.
All right.
He talk too much. He said Brooks the only one that can stop him though.
He gonna say I got a super team.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Detroit.
From the gun, Barrett flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I thought I had to play over. One of my smarty dudes.
Like DS said, greed is a powerful thing.
Yeah, right.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Man, we were playing earlier today, me and him, people involved.
The pitch goes to Smith.
And, we had in the graveyard.
Space to maneuver at the 40.
Not too long, time to go.
And now look at him go.
And he's in for the touchdown.
Soon as I see it,
Play of the first half.
Nigga from the asylum
is
over there.
answered.
How did they get that done?
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
We got one win today, though.
Sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Bears defensive problem.
This fielded at the 2. Uses the spin. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned,
I know how to do this.
How he can hurt you. Throwing here, Barrett eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Forced out to his left. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
You must go across the screen.
Yeah, he definitely.
Operating from the gun. Barrett sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
I made it look respectable.
Add on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime the defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the
Get out of
extra
here
point
early
remains
now.
unsuccessful.
That had me depressed, man. Mid-game, I got depressed.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now
I ain't
look
have to score another point out of
there for
the
their
head
first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Brooks kept pressing, though.
This offense in desperate
He
need of a
pressing, bringing
conversion as they
safety
come
down.
up on
He
3rd down.
just didn't respect the pass. Yeah.
On 3rd down,
I got a 9.6 speed, 9.6 acceleration.
here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the
He
play,
messed
and
up
that'll
on
be the
AJ
call to the
Bouye.
punt team as it's 4th down.
He could have
Let's give a lot
leaving
of credit to
him
the
down.
offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they'll be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Barrett now on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately.
Hey, wait a minute.
First down.
This can't be no more right on cue then.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
JD is had a problem with schedule.
Anytime a defense can sit back in his zone
he tagged
like
down
that,
into the little side and he put Rams in and Rams are not adding me.
Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Detroit! Gone!
Oh.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
I ain't want to adjust.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
The job was move that nigga from the check. Oh, man. Nah, man, my thing is,
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction,
Brooks,
2nd and 15.
They win. Right. Like I said, keep the same in.
From the gun, Barrett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He meant real, man. He meant real.
Check. 4 down. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got this complete to Hamilton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now back to throw.
Oh, my God, yo.
And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. And even 40 yards.
That should have been a pick, man.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Smith.
Well, when you told me about it, I was like, okay,
into the end zone for a Denver score.
Yeah, man, Chad Thomas just wouldn't let it go.
Second touchdown of the game, 4th of the
That nigga said it for a higher penalty. had Rams on them rolling that thing, nigga. No.
But he needs from
we got to do something about this.
Defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Back to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for.
You taking shots right now, Blake?
That spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And they'll go on the ground. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
You said 4-3? What else you wanted?
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Gone! Hot!
2, 4, 5. That's probably the Patriots.
Operating from the gun, Barrett. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He'll get it up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Ain't got no play.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Watch you now, Barney!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the
lead.
Oh,
man, Morgan quitting.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because
Yeah,
we always talk about it being a team
division,
game and you need all 11 working well together.
But
Every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Job must have been getting his grills, man.
Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let me see if I can get him to trade again before he leaves.
Heck no.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert
Now they more
on
him.
3rd and 9.
I mean, what we did expect, we know Giles was solid, but we didn't expect him to be as good as he been over there. Oh, he was in bust too.
Pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Boy, man. Let him talk to him.
He'll return it from the 6.
I don't know where we can put him in, man.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance. Where they took control of this game. How they managed to keep control of this game. And then we go how we're going to leave here.
He already playing with a loop.
The roads are usually open.
Steps away to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, it's hard, man. You think you better than what you really are.
Back to the air on 2nd down.
That's what it was, man. I think they got kicked out or
On
something.
the crossing route, complete. That's Hubbard. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, now, my team
they have
told
the
me
nice
to
cushion.
So.
They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, man. Let's see.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Let me put it in.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barrett. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Detroit!
You'll be able to compete with all them guys over there.
From the gun, Barrett. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Barrett looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm gonna put Jam in his club now. Tell Marvin, eat them A-quarters.
Now a toss right to Smith. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
This just pissing me off. It's like my dude just won't get open, man.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Emmanuel Ogbah able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's a give to Smith. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
I'm putting him in check.
The Broncos send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Barrett. He's going to rifle one deep. And this is caught inside the 5.
Touchdown, man. Come on.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The noise is making.
But his was going in.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch him now, Barney!
Yeah. I was like, man, I know that ain't my headset. But you got that thing, nigga.
On 3rd down.
Turn the tire off.
And this one goes
I hear it through the
losing
TV.
yardage back at the 22. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Right. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I'll be like that.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about
themselves. They like to mess up.
I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.
He was at what score? 20-14 in the rap game.
You just don't think you can do
Bears in
anything
the
wrong
red
whenever you
zone with
call
like
a run, pass, it's
16
all gonna
seconds
work.
left. He throw a pass in the.